Look at that. This thing you're gonna find when you Google with the keywords suit and sub, a scuba diving suit from the past. Or let's say from the steampunk scenery, because this is equipment for reenactors, so to speak. It's not a working scuba diving suit, but imagine if you had a big mansion or big apartment. This would be an outstanding decoration for the bathroom. But now back to normal. Welcome to Paceback Watches. My name is Tim, and in this episode I want to talk about the suit and the sub. And I'm talking about the Rolex Submariner together with formal attire, together with the suit. And if you're not really into Rolex, it doesn't matter. You can imagine a big steel sports watch. And the question is here, can you do this? Can you wear this combination? And technically, of course you can. But shows it good style? Is it good form? Is it just a fashion, or is it bad style? What do you think? And I observed that many people are rather on the yes side. It is good fashion, it is good style, and you can do it when you want. And I'm more on the no side. And I will explain you why. By the way, wristwatch check, vintage or is pointer date on leather. Okay, but first I explain you why I think it's not in every case a good combination. Let me give you one number, and this is 50 million US dollars, okay? This is the advertising budget of Rolex. 50 million US dollars. By the way, Mark Block's watches, he found out that it's 100 million US dollars. And I didn't find that number, but there you have the dimensions between 50 and 100 million US dollars a year. And let's assume you have an advertising campaign or a strategy over 10 years. Then your budget is $500 million up to 1 billion US dollars. And I'm absolutely convinced that you can make people believe everything you want with 1 billion US dollars. And now let's imagine you are the CEO of Rolex and your product manager comes to you and you're the new CEO, and your product manager talks to you and he says, we have a long tradition in sports watches and our main product here is the Submariner. It's a diver, it's very expensive. Let's simplify it, costs $10,000. And we have to say, your job is to sell this piece in large quantities to whom? And now your job is to find the people who can afford this watch, and not one, not 100, not 1,000. You have to find the millions of people who can afford a useless diver for 10,000 euros or 10,000 US dollars. And now you have to make some generalizations, because your market is not a single region, your market is the globe, okay? And you have to make a decision. Do you want to go direction to the people with normal attire, t-shirts, jeans, sneakers, or do you want to go to that direction to the guys with the suit? And yes, of course, there are very wealthy people out there in jeans and t-shirts and whatever. Okay, I know that. Of course, but as I said, if you are the CEO of a global player like Rolex, then you have to make generalizations. And the direction suit is in this case the reasonable decision. And now you can brief your advertising agency and you can tell them, we have this huge diver in steel and your job is to plant this thing in the head and in the mind of the customer wearing a suit. Next step, casting. They check 10 guys with suit and sub and they say, it's not so good. And then they check 100 and then maybe 200 guys until they found their model. Bespoke suit, excellent light, excellent environment. Technically, everything is to the max. And then you have one single guy who looks very, very good in a suit together with a Submariner. And then the advertising is ready and the advertising tells the customers, this combination looks great. But in my opinion, this is wrong. The advertising tells you this. That particular guy, under that circumstances, with this amount of gear, light, technique, bespoke suit, that guy looks great with the Submariner. All the other guys who didn't pass the casting, they look not so good with this combination, so they've chosen that guy. And that tells you nothing else, nothing more. And that's why I'm a little bit uncertain when people say, well, suit and sub, that's my style. And to explain what advertising on this sector can do, let's imagine the 3 key items of menswear nowadays. Sneakers, t-shirts, jeans. The whole globe thinks you are properly dressed with t-shirt, jeans, sneakers, okay? They are the most popular items in our culture when it comes to attire. And what a coincidence. Those three products are the products with the biggest spread between costs per unit and retail price. Let's take the t-shirt. I'm damn sure you can produce a t-shirt, a good quality t-shirt for one single US dollar. Okay, no problem with that. And we all know you can sell this t-shirt for, let's say, 50 US dollars. So you have a spread from 1 to 50. This is more than in the cocaine market. And same thing with jeans, same thing with sneakers. We have a shop here with sneakers. The people they sleep in front of the shop when some new sneakers come out, and those sneakers they cost thousands. And so I don't think that there's any coincidence involved when it comes to sneakers, t-shirt and jeans. I mean, this would be very unlikely if your style, your own decision matches 100% the interests of the garment industry. I mean, what are we talking about? So, conclusion, what can we do? And here's my advice: place yourself in front of a mirror, wearing your best suit and wearing a Rolex Submariner or another steel sports watch, and then ask yourself, honestly, do you look great or not? And if not, then there are so many beautiful other watches together with a suit. So you can relax and you can join the club, and you can say, well, this combination is not for me, but there are 100,000 watches to choose from. And good advice is ask some other people who are not in the watch world, like your girlfriend or your wife or your brother or what else, or your friends. And sometimes they're very frank. I've learned this the hard way as well. Sometimes they are very frank, but if 5 people say this is not you, then maybe it's not you. And if you say, no, I don't give a shit, I want to wear my Submariner with my suit together, it's a great combination for me, I want to do it, then yes, do it. Wear it in good health, enjoy it. You're free to choose whatever you want, so I'm perfectly fine with that. So please tell me what you think about the combination Submariner or steel sport watch together with a suit. Share it in the comment with us, please, and I will read every single line. And now, let me thank you very much for your attention, and until next time.